Peace, peace, peace to the family. Peace to the family. Peace to. Am I live? Yeah, I might be live. Y'all let me know if I'm live on YouTube. What's up, family? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's up, Morris? You just snuck in. What's good? Now everybody want to come in and shit. God damn. God, Titus again, dog. You gotta pause it. Dre,
Hold on, hold on. Hey,
Titus.
hold on, Dream. Hold on, Dream.
Go
So
ahead.
you ain't see the Drewski, Casanat and Kevin Hart.
Man, you know I
So
ain't
this,
watching
all right.
that.
So you know how these niggas is. These like the Black Three Stooges, right?
Right.
So what Kevin Hart said that he called Drewski a bigger, and
Oh,
he gave him. He said
okay.
this is shot glass, and he gave him like a wine
Oh,
glass, kind
oh
of like
yeah, I did see that clip.
he said because you got a bigger mouth or something like that.
Yeah, pause. I did see that clip. I didn't know what you was talking about the other day. I'm like, oh, hold on, Titus. Hold on, man. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
exactly.
I
Yeah, I
didn't
thought you had
get it.
seen it.
Nah, nah, nah. Them boys have been funny. Them boys been funny, and it's a beautiful thing. A symbiotic relationship. You can see the authenticity in all three of them, and they just popping their shit. Drewski is kind of like the magician in it. You know what they are? They are the three wise men, if you will. You can like literally put them as a goddamn three, like damn near spirit, because people are attracted to that whole triangle with them. You feel me? And really gravitating towards their spirit. So that's fly. What's good, Jock? What's good? Um, well, yeah, back to you, Luck. So yeah, what we was talking about, so the consultation I had with the dude and him having this girlfriend that he really liked and the 8-year-old child, you know what I'm saying, is one of those things where you got to look at it and just be in the aspect of understanding that everybody got dirt on their shoes. Nobody ain't gonna come in this bitch clean. You feel me? Even if you catch her at 18, it don't matter. She's still, high school, whatever, right? So this kind of perfection thing is something that we got to eradicate. And then the attachment to people is something that we definitely got to move on from. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, one of the aspects, or the biggest aspect, is our spiritual gnosis, and just loving deeply, deeply entranced into ourself, self. And then the love that you have for self will resonate to others. So now you just naturally, show love, but it's nothing in the aspect of you trying to get something back. You feel me? It's more so that you just that being like that. You that nigga, you that bitch like that. And that thing is kind of resonating with your particular spirit. All right, let me see if this YouTube thing is on. I think I am live on YouTube. Okay, we in here. What's up, family? If y'all can see me. Um, hey, this is our book club. This is our one of our weekly book clubs. We do 2 book clubs a week. And right now, oh, see, look, and then it's good. They don't even see y'all in on the YouTube video. So y'all good unless you show yourself. That's good. So that's fly. I didn't know that's how the video looked. It looked completely different when we're looking at it. Mind Control 101. Mind Control 101. So, diving deeper into the fold of what we've been talking about lately. All this mind control stuff is about you and you putting in um, a particular effort of eradicating some of the programming. So, what we're talking about today is hypnosis. Hypnosis, 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 subliminal suggestions, and fast talking to deliver subliminal messages. Message. So, the only way you get programmed is through others and, the environment, your culture, stereotype culture, beliefs, and all of that other stuff, right? You don't have to accept the notion. You just have to understand why people do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to get on top in this world, and they're trying to move in a particular space of being leaders or ruling over a particular group of people. As spiritualists, as occultists, we're here just to eradicate the whole system, the whole mainframe, and come into our true divine power, right? Whether we was born Buddhist, you know, Christian, uh, uh, atheist, whatever, right? Did y'all see that pop the balloon, dude? Hold on, I saved the clip just for y'all so y'all can see it. Let me share this thing. Because this is what we talk about right here. This type of shit right here, exactly. See if I can pull this nigga up. Now this boy right here has this is what we're talking about, this thing.
Hey, Joe.
This group think mentality is the problem. And as a spiritualist, you're just trying to become into your own self, and be able to change and not be afraid to change based off of new information coming to you or new belief systems that feed your spirit.
John, 34.
All right. And John, what do you do?
I'm a field marketing manager.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So it was actually the yoga for me. I used to be in the New Age before Jesus saved me, and it's just a false spirit. And I know you seem happy, but I was in that and I wasn't happy deep down inside. And I know at the end of the day, I just want to say Jesus loves you. He wants a relationship with you, but there's a false spirit there. It's a Kundalini spirit.
Hold on, you gotta hear what he said. He said, you seem happy. You seem like everything's working out for you. But when I was in it, it's a false spirit, it's a Kundalini spirit, it's this yoga. So the idea is crazy because at the same time, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So this is what these Christians do. They try to put their belief system onto you, and they try to keep you in a trance-like state with their belief, and it is not real. It's not godly, like, if you will.
And yeah, that's why I popped. I feel for you. I've been there. I've been in the New Age before. Yoga is you're bowing down to false gods. Don't know if you know that, but I'm saying this because I care about you. But
you don't care about her. How do you care about somebody if you are telling them that your thing is wrong? That's like saying to a Buddhist that you're wrong about your whole religion. Or you get what I'm saying? Like, this is called mind control right here. Mind control at the fullest. You feel me? And we got to understand that these Christians do this to put people in a particular, or to make the whole world conform to their ideologies. And it's called what? Hypnosis, which we
yeah, that's why I popped. Okay.
A response for that?
Oh, thank you so much. I love Jesus as well.
He said,
she knows she lying.
As a lot of people honor him with their mouths, but they're far from him. And that's kind of like the situation. A lot of people say that they fear God, they love Jesus, but then their life doesn't actually show it.
And he's still going. God damn, y'all lucky I don't got my sound effects. And he's still going. What?
And my life does show it.
Okay.
And my life
well, you said you do
it.
yoga. Jesus definitely wasn't doing yoga, girl.
So this nigga is definitely mind controlled to 1,000. And you know what I'm saying? We got to understand to the core, like, that's what we're talking about. That type of shit. The inability to just be in the space of saying, like, look, hey, everybody might not gravitate toward what I'm talking about or what I'm moving into, but at the same time, I respect and I don't judge others. That's what a real spiritualist do, because you understand the world. You're not in the space of judging or ridiculing or putting people or making people feel like they're inferior because they don't have a particular mindset like you. You feel me? And that's the problem with the Christian belief system. They're so stronghold on Jesus that there's no space to help them grow, because they're basically Agent Smiths and they can't see nothing but Jesus. So you being Neo trying to give them some game or just give them another understanding, not in no judgment way like this nigga did, but in a space of like love and just showing them something that you might have picked up, right? That shit gonna go bad for you. Them Agent Smiths is coming and they coming for your ass. So honestly, you don't want to share none of your spiritual work and then walk into the just knowing of yourself. You feel me? Just falling deeply in love with self and being in the space of your divine supreme being of I am that I am, and I'm here in this matrix experiencing. The end, the end, the end. That nigga said a Kundalini spirit is attached to your ass. God damn. I ain't never heard no shit like that. I said, oh shit, Kundalini, I thought that was a good thing. That nigga made that a negative connotation, huh? I said, damn, that nigga said yoga is bad. And then look, I read them comments in that video. Hey, a lot of people agreeing with that nigga. They like, shit, this shit for the devil. Y'all some devil worshipers around this bitch. All right. See you at the top. Hypnosis. Hypnosis is one of the oldest forms of documented mind control in history. In spite of all the books and trainings about hypnosis that are available, hypnosis is much easier and simpler than anyone wants you to believe. Most hypnotists rely on two crutches that in practical terms serve only to perpetuate the belief that hypnosis is hard. They are the pre-talk and the progressive relaxation induction. The pre-talk and the progressive relaxation induction. Okay, so remember, all of this stuff is to impact your subconscious mind. So remember, your conscious mind is the master, your subconscious mind is the servant. So whatever people are trying to pre-up you with, right, through emotions, through language, through wordplay, through the NLP, like we've been talking about, that's basically them kind of running game in a particular way that they can penetrate your subconscious mind and make you, feel a type of way. You feel me? Or move into a space of control of you. So they do it on the TVs, they do it on the radio, they do it in church, which we're about to talk about, and so on and so forth. It says the pre-talk is usually a long monologue that a hypnosis will give the subject so that they'll understand what's going to happen and follow instructions. The progressive relaxation induction is a way to induce hypnosis by instructing the subject to relax, usually starting at one end of the body and going over the entire body, one body part at a time. It is a very long and monotonous process that for some hypnotists is the only process they know. It is also an incredible waste of time. So that part is the one that Panic used to talk about in the aspect of what they was doing in the church, the reverends and shit. They'll start off slow. Yeah, today, good morning. We really appreciate you being here. Jesus loves you, da, 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 right? And then they'll just crank it up towards the end after they give they, diatribe and they word of the day. And I told you Jesus loved you. And Jesus is gonna wash away your sins. Put that money in that collection plate, baby. Let's go. be crunked in a bitch in that bitch, huh? God damn. And it moves people into a pitch, a vibration, because you are a music note, essentially, right? They start playing the organs real slow, getting your whole energy into a trance-like state. And then all of a sudden they start picking that bitch up. I catch myself with that bitch going, oh shit, it's going down. Be running and everything in church. Be looking crazy, boy. I'm 13. I'm shit. I feel something in spirit. I feel that spirit, baby. It's going down. Mama, let me get a 5 or something so I can throw in this collection plate. Nigga, that church, that shit used to be crunk. That organs and all of that stuff had your whole glands in a trance-like state. Your whole body was like, yes, Jesus, you the way. So that's the pre-relaxation, the progressive relaxation induction, right? Because again, remember, it's a slow, drawn-out trance to hypnotize you into bringing out that fiat dollars. And then, they might have a good, and the way I know this is because one of my partners, he went to ministry school and stuff like that. And they talked about, cadence and stuff like that in that energy. And I said, you don't say, bud. I said, is that for you for real? Right. And I almost converted my nigga Bun too. And cause just based off of what he was telling me in the church and some of the kind of scammy things that he's seen in the church, I said, oh, okay. Look at it this way, you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 right? And he understands it's a business first, and then the message is kind of like second, or you know what I'm saying? It's another aspect of it. So, we want to understand this hypnosis is a big play on and a lot of this stuff, on a lot of our energy. Now, the biggest aspect of the hypnosis is to not fall victim to buying into focusing in on stuff that doesn't serve you. You feel me? So a lot of times our focus is drawn to, the gossip energy because our energy might still be in a low vibrational state. And, all of that kind of narrative or that energy, right? So when they talk about the pre-talk and the progressive relaxation, these are just strategies to get you into banter, if you will. So it says both the pre-talk and the progressive relaxation induction can be avoided and lots of time saved. So it's banter with your mind. It doesn't have to be used physically speaking. There's something speaking in your mind when you're watching these particular narratives and shows. So for instance, like the whole Cardi B and Nicki Minaj thing that's happening right now, right? That's so obviously they show it because people like the fight and stuff like that, right? And as you can see how it could progressively went into another level where they shooting at each other kids and shit. I say, God damn. See, that when I seen that and obviously I clicked on it because I'm like, damn, okay, let me see what's happening then. Shit. Shooting at each other kids, bet. Here we go. Let's see how far the rabbit hole goes. You feel me? And the first thing that popped in my mind is Nicki Minaj is like, she has this Cruella spirit. You know what I'm saying? Cruella is not bad either because I did a whole thing on Cruella. She looks like Cruella almost. You feel me? 101 Dalmatians Cruella. And speaking of 101, it's 10-1 today. Hey, Chaos Day, Creation Day. But she has this black and white, which is Cruella. Black and white are this kind of energy of she just goes straight to the extremes. So she can be loving and really, into something, and then she'll just go cold and just be dark and just, come out crazy. And Cardi got some of that too, right? But Nikki, she really looks like Cruella. You feel me? That'll be a fly Halloween outfit for her. And we are in the month, so she can come. What? That nose and all of that stuff. Them eyes. God damn. Y'all talking about Barbie. She need a Cruella doll for real. Black and white hair. She'll hit that whole nigga. I'm telling you. The solution to both of these are rapport and giving a simple instruction. It goes like this. All I want you to do is simply follow my instructions. Don't analyze or judge what you hear. Just make it true for you, as if it were your reality. Do you agree? The hypnotist then waits for them to agree, and then it is done from there. From there, the hypnotist gives a series of instructions that convince the subject that they are hypnotized, and then teach them how to do incredible things and have wonderful feelings using hypnosis. Okay, so remember the hypnosis is also, like he's saying, the pre-talk, right? So part of pre-talk is like saying, because you paint the narrative how you want. You feel me? So let's say Cowboys versus Texans game or some shit like that, right? I know that wasn't a game, but I'm just thinking of a game, right? You could say the Cowboys won the game, right? In the headlines, Cowboys wins the game or whatever, right? Or you could say the Texans lost, or the Texans dramatically lost. They're going to use the emotional words to stimulate feeling. So then you start feeling a particular way about this team. Now that team is looked at as the enemy. So you got to look at this stuff as a psyop, or a mass mind control system, where they're putting the storylines and the ideas from this pre-talk into your mind to make you move in a particular way, in a particular, stream of consciousness. However subtle and however sleight of hand it might be. You feel me? Because at the same time, at the end of the day, all of this stuff is just to, make people shift in a way. So sports is a pretty funky example. Let me use another one. Man, I can't even think of one. Let me see if I can find a headline, and then we can kind of go deeper into the fold. Let's see. Facebook. Okay. Well, this ain't a good example either, but shit, I'm gonna show y'all it anyway. Fuck it. So y'all seen this kid. I don't know who he is, so y'all know whatever. It says, now let's see how we can frame this in a better way. Memphis rapper Jay Fizzle now has 31 children, with 3 on the way, adding to a total of 34. Can you frame this in a good way? Okay, yeah, you can. You can frame it in a good way. You just say, he has 34 children and he's taking care of all of them. So, this is in the aspect of saying 34, goddamn. I think goddamn 2 football teams in this bitch. I think out here giving it up. You know what's so interesting about these kids today? When I think about it, like, they not pulling out for nothing, boy. Like, what is that? They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he beat that cat for real.
I'm trying to figure out, like, what the mindset is. NBA young boy, this Jay Fizzle dude. How old is Jay Fizzle dude? Anybody, Titus, you heard of Jay Fizzle? You the one that might know shit. Jay Fizzle. I don't know who they say 31. Damn. Yeah, damn. Hey, to each his own. Um, there's something going on with that though. We got to look deeper into that because again, these kids, it's like they don't really they just rolling stones, I guess. You feel me? They real live rock stars. Abandon the kid. Hey, at least I brought you here. You feel me? That type shit. Hey,
It's like
hey,
on that Bobby shit, remember? When Bobby used to say that, it's like, oh, forget about them damn kids.
yeah, fuck them kids. Just the ability to hold and not pull out. You just, you making sure. You know how hard it is. It's not. It is tricky to have a kid. It's not just an easy process. You feel me?
Right.
So you got to be just trying to shoot at everything to have 34 at 30 for a fact. That's what I think young boys are. They just in the world like shit. If I'm in raw, it's up. And then it's on you.
It's like the reverse though, because like remember back in the day, we used to be like, make sure you don't have no kids. They just don't care.
Exactly. They don't care at all. My mama, she made sure. I was with my mama today. There's something about these mamas, right? My mama, she was born in the 60s. There's something about them. They'll spend my mama just got some money. She'll spend her last, nigga, just to make sure she go to zero. I said, God damn, man, you gotta relax. That's burning through your damn pocket. It's something about them parents that was born in the 60s, parents that's 50, 60 right now and shit like that. They spend until the goddamn end. I don't know what that is, fam, but y'all tell me. Because I just been noticing that among some of my 50, 60-year-olds. They don't believe in saving and nothing. I don't know what it is. They like, shit, this shit burning my pockets. It's gone.
It's like a mindset thing because my parents, they always, even when they do have money, they always say, oh, I don't got no money. I don't got no money.
Right.
Naturally, it's just supposed to like evaporate somewhere.
It must be my mama because she's like, whoo, drained like a goddamn running faucet. She's running that thing till the wheel falls off. I like, oh, well, you just got this money. I just goddamn. Mary said her mom's too goddamn. I don't know. I'll be like, dog, you can sit back and I gotta give it a week, son. Spend it in 2 weeks, son. God damn. Then she gonna come right back to me in a week. Hey, let me, hey. I mean, that's probably what it is, that crutch. I'm that crutch and shit. You feel me? She like, nigga, I'm gonna spend this shit because I know my son got me. And I'm gonna bleed his ass for a fact. Like you know what I'm saying? She just trying to get rid of it. They don't they don't have nothing. So that hypnosis method, right? For that hypnotic spell from the relaxing method and the pre-talk, right? Progressive relaxing induction and pre-talk is both forms that put you in a state to obey. So y'all seen the movie Sneaky Pete? That's kind of what it is. Or like we was talking about the other day, that Darren Brown dude. You feel me? Darren Brown is his name. Darren Brown. Him, that hypnotist, right? They have this, how would you say? They have the NLP down packed. Let's say that. And essentially what they're doing is they're in the space of the mind, the mental matters and the mind games, you feel me, which is actually going to move people to be victims, you feel me? So now what does this mean for you? Well, what this means for you is you can actually hypnotize yourself, trance-like states, right? Induction states, relaxation states. So one way is, like we talk about, the audio auto suggestions, right? Hear yourself saying positive, powerful, emotional words over and over and over again to put you in this trance-like state, right? The pre-talk, what's that? Speaking to yourself in the mirror, right? The mirror magic, and getting yourself hypnotized to who you want to be or the vision desires you're claiming to be. So a lot of this stuff is about, you know, the mind is your biggest muscle. And if you're not in the space of manipulating your mind, then essentially you out here being subjected to other people's mind control. I had a dream about Diddy the other day, and Diddy was, what happened with Diddy in my dream? He got assassinated in my dream. It was crazy. And in the assassination, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all on YouTube? I see y'all in this thing. Hey, I put the book club up for this 10-1 energy, 0's and 1's. Shout out to y'all. I see y'all. What's good? What did I say? Diddy had a dream. Diddy got assassinated. That made me, oh shit. And then Diddy, okay. So okay, bet. So my dream was about Diddy, right? And then that's funny that because I just heard that he has his court date. Is it today or next week? Hold on, let me see when it is. Diddy's court case news. Under the cause denied, conviction
It's on the third.
overturned. It's on, why I say overturned? Damn. For new trial denied ahead of sentencing. Oh, okay. So anyway, in my dream, he got assassinated. The court denied both motions in an opinion filed Tuesday, September 30th, according to court documents obtained by USA Today. So in my dream, Diddy got assassinated, and he was on some Martin Luther King Black Lives Matter shit when he came out, like all about black people and shit. Essentially, he got assassinated. But, you know, that assassination can also mean he just transformed into a new. So, you know, because I had a dream, I'd be having dreams like that. Like I had a dream of Joe Budden transitioning. And this was a long time ago. And when he transitioned in my dream, that's when that Rory and Maul stuff started happening. And then he got a whole new podcast. So when you see transitions or death in your dream, it doesn't mean they're about to physically die or whatever, right? And then you don't physically die anyway, right? Your body dies, but your spirit moves on. But in the grand scheme of things, my dream could have meant that Diddy is going to take a new leaf, move into a new space, move into a new time. You feel me? Move into a new thought form, thought patterns, be something new, right? Now he could get assassinated, and my dream could just be showing me straight up, like, nigga, y'all took Charlie Kirk. Hey, I'll just tell you what it is, baby. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you know, these dreams are just speaking a language of transformation, moving into a new, becoming something strange. You feel me? And that's what we want to look at to the core. So your mind, so again, getting back to the mind, right? Your mind is always giving you this feedback loop, right? And essentially it's either positive or negative feedback based off of what you're programming your mind with, right? Or what somebody else is programming your mind with. So another pre-talk that you could do is every rising, right? I mean, my Instagram feed is off the chain with high vibrational information. Y'all see it in the Motion Mondays, what we do. Go down your Instagram feed and just feed your spirit with high vibrational information. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, what happens is your mind will gravitate to that new focused energy. You feel me? And a lot of this stuff is about focus. What you focus on, you become. So the reason why they keep on spinning the wheels and putting out distractory energy is because they don't want you to become your greatest version of yourself. They don't want you to become that supreme divine being that you were meant to be. See, the more you see in your mind's eye that vision desired in your head over and over and over again, the more it'll just start to transpire into your world, because again, that's what your attention lies on. So then, you know what I'm saying, we gotta readjust our focus and come into our new self, because one aspect of the mind control that we want to understand too is that when you are so heavily focused on yourself and on your vision desired, the things of the world won't penetrate because they just fall to the wayside because it doesn't have anything to do with you. So you can hear particular information and it won't penetrate your spirit because, again, you're not emotionally tied to the energy. You feel me? A lot of times what happens is we'll give some of our emotions to the story, and that will captivate our spirit for some time, and then it'll create a egregor or entity spirit inside of us. Now all of a sudden we're thinking about goddamn Cameron in the middle of the night, 5 a.m. in the morning and shit. Damn, I hope Cam and Adrian Broner don't fight. You see what I'm saying? That type of shit. So now you want your mind to be heavily on your agenda and what that looks like for you. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, when you are heavily invested into your agenda, everything will start to move out of your way. And then you'll attract the ideas, the missions, the adventure that you're supposed to attract. So I want to give the family that encouragement to understand that, because at the same time, at the end of the day, you out here playing sheep, and you're really supposed to be playing goat God. Goat God. Yeah, that's me. You feel me? Then a whole series of instructions are given and tested. These tests can be for deeper relaxation, inability to move, to create pleasant feelings, amnesia, to various degrees of to forgetting major information like their name, carrying out suggestions in the hypnotic state, and so on. With the passing of each test, the subject is congratulated, positive feedback, so that the subject knows how to correctly follow hypnotic instructions. As the process continues, the subject goes through the process of hypnotic conditioning, where they learn to respond to commands automatically. Not every subject will respond quickly, and some will require more training than others. A very thorough description of hypnotic condition can be found in my book, Perfective Mind Control, the unauthorized Black Book of Hypnotic Mind Control. Okay, so a big aspect of this mind control thing that you can see in the fold is the melanated relationship, right? There's always a fight, or there was a fight in the grand scheme of things of what they kept on putting out into society. So a lot of them videos, right? People do want to get in relationships and stuff like that, but they'll keep on spinning that narrative because one, the people are getting paid from it through these YouTube checks or whatever. But then two, the algorithm or the powers that be, let's say that, will say, all right, let's just keep on giving them a flood of this and keep them separate and not let them conjoin to be one. Because if we can keep them away from each other, then they won't never find their true power. Because when you can come as a unit, that masculine and feminine unit as one, shit, you can make a cosmic bomb in this stuff, especially in the bedroom. I'm just telling you what it is. Visualization in the bedroom, and you getting it on and you making things happen with a like-minded individual, man, you can shift the world, baby. Sex magic. But then just also in the aspect of, you know, synchronized thought or divine thought with each other. You feel me? So now it's that Bonnie and Clyde relationship that, you know, the power that be are afraid of. They don't want to see melanated people win out here like that. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, you keep on creating these dynamics of that can actually take over the whole system, which is coming. It's here. Like we can see it coming into the fold heavier and heavier. It's just a matter of time. It's not going to happen in our lifetime, but essentially everything has to go back to its divine order, and that'll come when it comes. You feel me? So you know, it's just a process. It's one of them processes that just sneaks up on the society and the masses. What does it say? Subliminal suggestion. There are many ways to deliver subliminal suggestions. Most commonly known is the urban myth of words, drink Coke and eat popcorn, which were allegedly flashed on the screen of a movie. This story has been very difficult to verify, but it has been reported as increasing sales. It was alleged that these messages were repeatedly flashed as less than a fifth of a second, just outside the human ability to consciously be aware of it. Let's assume this myth is true and based in facts. The fact that the viewer has no reason to suspect that these messages are being displayed is central to its success. If they were told that the film is full of subliminal messages, it is likely that they will begin to notice the messages and consciously resist them. Okay, so subliminal messages is bigger than what Dantelli and Jones is speaking about right now. Subliminal messages is essentially logos, brands, right? See, they don't have to give you an understanding of the product and try to sell you on a product and stuff like that. They sell an energy in these commercials. Energy, that's it. So the biggest aspect of energy is creating these symbols that you see over and over and over again, and then put in the pictures with the symbol of happiness, joy, success, laughter, right? So then that's when you see the, you know, the in shape couple running and feeling good with each other or whatever, and then they'll show you Gatorade bottle or something like that. They'll show you them drinking a Gatorade bottle. They don't have to tell you, they don't have to sell you on the product. They already sold you in the energy. So now all of a sudden the energy speaks 1,000 words, right? Because you are energy first. And just understanding that you are energy first, that's when the manipulation can be ran on upon your spirit. So it's just more so about just just understanding that these symbols, these signs and symbols are creative ways to tap into your energy and manipulate your energy, right? Now, again, we have the power to manipulate our energy with what? Our own subliminal messages, which is symbols. You feel me? Symbols, symbols, symbols. So you want to have a plethora of symbols around your home because at the end of the day, they're speaking a thousand words to you over and over and over again, right? And you just placing them in particular spots in your home will create the subconscious programming that you need to have so you can shift into a new world. Bing bong, bing bong. So, this bing bong symbol is something that we've been doing, Patreon family. And I just want to keep on encouraging y'all. Every time y'all see this, take 30 seconds out, even when you don't feel like it, even if it feels uncomfortable at times. Just take 30 seconds out to visualize your vision desired as it's happening now. Because again, you're wanting to become something different, become something new, right? But you're going to have to put your spirit in a particular chamber of deprogramming old, outdated energy that doesn't serve you now. So a lot of times what happens is we'll just revert back to the old self and just say, man, fuck it. And, it just takes a few bing bongs, a few times to really penetrate your subconscious mind and let the spirit work its magic based off of thought alone. This is a thought-based universe. So what you're thinking is going to run supreme, right? What you focus on grows. So at the same time, at the end of the day, you want to be able to have, again, your spirit focused heavily, vigorously on your vision desired, whether you feel like it or not. Now, I know it can be tedious at times, but shit, that's what they did to y'all at school. They put y'all ass right in the chamber at school. What? They put that beat down on your ass in school. And you just was none yonder. You just was like, shit, all right, bet. Fuck it. See, so now, okay, damn, I've been tricked for 18 years of my life going through this school thing, right? Cool. Now what? Now what do? Fall back and deprogram and reprogram, upprogram your new program and then live out the rest of your life, 40, 50 years. Because you still got 40, 50 here. Some of y'all 60 here, 70. You don't want to just stay the old self and then hope something changes for you. You're going to have to get to work today. And get to work today is going to be you little by little chipping away at that part of you that's being held hostage and not being able to express itself freely because you was traumatized as a kid, or because your mama said you can't speak when adults are speaking. Chaos in the blood, baby. Hey, that stuff is real, man. The parents born in the 60s, they had our ass fucked up, baby. My mama had me in church Wednesday, Sunday, and then and another day. I don't know what that was. She had me in church.
Hey, Dream.
What's good? What's up, Cash?
How would you do? And if you see that in your parents, they're still kind of struggling with that I want to be like the authoritator in my child's life aspect. Because right now I'm seeing that with my people, a whole lot of grown up shit, and yet they're hesitant when it comes to kids. They still have these hang ups. I'm right now feeling just like shake up. I just like, man, just be up front without every peep. You know what I'm saying? Is that being too man, is that being too critical? How would you go about this?
Parents, that's the thing about loving on yourself, because my mama, she still feels some kind of authority spirit or something where she, even if I'm giving her money and everything, she still want to tell me what to do and stuff. But you got to just remember that they're programmed to see you as uh, a child or their responsibility. So now they embedded that energy into their subconscious mind that they're always taking care of you. You feel me? So, one of the biggest aspects of that is just because you can talk to them all you want. Remember, these are humans. They're Agent Smiths. They're not trying to hear none of that shit. They
Yeah.
don't. You know what I'm saying?
Cause
So
I see my people in that bag of like, I'm not too little. Like, all right, so I have my biological mom, my biological pops, and then I have my stepmom. My biological pops and my stepmom, they're more in the space of like, I'm not your little friend. Like my mama, you know what I'm saying? I understand, like they're doing that. I see them doing that to protect themselves from like, I guess like the imperfections that they are as human beings, because I don't know if we talked about the Eric Byrne and the games that people play. You have child to child, adult to child, and adult to adult type of aspects of conversation.
mm-hmm.
And me and my mom, we broke past that. My biological mom, we broke past that aspect of I'm not your little friend. Like her just trying to put her guards up because I'm not your little friend. To like me, just like it was rough. Some you know what I'm saying, we had to rip the band-aid off a few times, and yet it was the fear that she had of like, oh, like he think he just gonna talk to me in kind of way and that kind of shit is not there. We actually have a real healthy adult to adult line of communication
Mm-hmm.
versus what I'm seeing in my pops and my stepmom. They're that's what's holding them up. So what would you do? Because I see like that. I don't think I know now because I from experiences. Hey, me and my mom, we have to just get to it for real. I know my mom
Yeah.
can handle that, but I don't know if everybody can handle just like such direct and it's just honesty. Because that's all I just want to be for real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Period. And without them trying to like, oh, now who you talking to? And no, don't. Because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You can't handle me. You get what I'm talking about,
Mhm.
James.
Yeah. Nah, I get it. That the idea of it is, again, it's like detaching from, because remember, like I was telling Luck earlier, we got to detach from all of these people, because our kids, our spouse, our parents, all of them is uh, it is how would you say, they're on their own journey, you feel me, and they're on their own mission. So the biggest aspect is like, what can you learn from them, Cash? Because again, it's not really about what you're actually saying. See, when my mama comes over, she see all the iconography, the Baphomet statues, the whatever, right? She see the weed on the table and shit. You feel me? She what can she say? I own my house. You feel me? She's, hey, what's up, mama? You here? Hey, let's go down. You know what I'm saying? I smell the weed burnt in the house and shit. You know what I'm saying? She came over Saturday. Was that Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. And I was on a fast. She had brought my kids some food and me some food too as well. And I said, oh yeah, I'm not eating today. And the mama's like, oh no, you gotta eat. No, don't worry about it. And she seen me fast for years, a faster. You feel me? and essentially she's still holding on to that energy, right? But the beautiful thing about it is that she's picking up some game, and she's starting to fall into the space of saying like, okay, I see the benefits of fasting and things like that. So she asks, she'll be asking me advice about different things. So what I'm saying, a lot of this we can't control others and we can't change others. We just got to be confident and assured in ourselves. You feel me? And just keep on running our own script, our own narrative. It's going to be an emotional uphill battle with parents because we have such an attachment to them. But as long as we just stay the course in our courageous endeavors, they still have unconditional love for us. And that unconditional love is going to supersede any kind of belief system that they have. You feel me? So if now some of these parents, they be extreme or whatever, but uh, so like let's say if a child was gay, right, and their parents didn't agree with that, still in their mind they got this bonding compound that has unconditional love for their kid, regardless of their gender, or their sex and what they prefer. You feel me? So at the same time, at the end of the day, that unconditional love overrides what my son is doing. Yeah, my daughter's a stripper, but fuck it, I still want to make sure she's okay and stuff like that. Now, some people, they ride it off. They ride them off because again, they've been mind controlled into the God family, whatever, right? That whole narrative, God family job, right? Protocol thing, God family football. You feel me? But they don't know that God is them. So their concept is skewed because they don't understand that God is actually them. And so now they're believing in God or something outside of themselves, and they're being mind controlled by a religious doctrine that puts people in an entrapment with rules and stuff like that. See, like I showed that pop the balloon dude. Like, why would he even say that? That nigga said you got a Kundalini spirit. That nigga said you got some kind of evil Kundalini spirit thing going on with you. I ain't even fucking with it.
Wait, he said that to a girl, to one of the women?
Yeah, Titus, you just
Oh
see the shit.
I
Let me
missed
show
it. I was an doing some missions and shit. Yeah, I missed that part.
Hold on, let me show you this real quick. Cause this is what I'm talking about.
Well, he had a crystal around his neck.
Nah, this nigga had a cross around his neck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, even them crystal niggas, I don't fuck with none of that shit.
John, 34.
All right. And John, what do you do?
I'm a field marketing manager.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So it was actually the yoga for me. I used to be in the new age before Jesus saved me, and it's just a false spirit. And I know you seem happy, but I was in that and I wasn't happy.
He even said, you seem happy. So he's trying to reflect on her saying, nah, I wasn't happy, so you can't be happy. Ain't that a bitch? This nigga said, I wasn't happy, but you seem like you're happy. So, hey, I told y'all that me, Joseph, Will, we outside at the Master Student Conference 1 or 2. Was it? No, it was the one in Atlanta we did, right? This chick, the manager chick or whatever, she came up to us. No, she came up to D Ray. And she was like, hey, I know. Oh, I swear she lucky she didn't get, because me, Joseph, and Will outside, we right here. D Ray and the hosting event coordinator manager lady, black lady too. Black female, young female too. She tells D Ray, she says, yeah, I heard y'all's messages and stuff like that. And I just want to make sure I tell y'all this because Jesus really loves y'all. And Jesus is Jesus will save y'all. And I want to make sure that, I know y'all are on that now, but she just sort of derailed a whole thing. So we kind of heard something because me, Yosef, Will over here, we kind of heard something about Jesus, but we wasn't thinking nothing of it. D-Ray came back and told us what she said that she already had left. I said, oh, that would have been my moment. You know, I be loving to play with people like that. You feel me? Hey, Yosef, record this real quick. So yeah, what say, so you know what I'm saying? Them Christians, they really strong gun ho on they thing. They don't play, they not trying to hear none of that. And you know, that's what we're moving away from, all that kind of energy of judgment and ridiculing people because they think a different way. That's why they got so many damn religions now. Or so many parts of Christianity that you like, damn, you confused. One wears skirts here, this, there, da 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 da. Now, why don't you just eradicate the whole frame and just be you? And love all you and figure out you. And then step back and don't judge nobody else for being them and doing them. Yeah, I ain't judging this brother with his looking like this nigga look like Carlton and Will Smith at the same time. Ain't that a bitch?
Deep down inside,
I was
and
just about to
at
say
the end of the
something,
day,
man.
I just want to say
This nigga look like let me stop. But see,
I
that's
was
me
about to
judging.
say this Will from Fresh Prince.
Nigga look like Will and Carlton at the same time. That nigga look like, remember Skeeter from Doug? That nigga look like Skeet.
You funny
Jesus
as
loves you. He
hell.
wants a relationship with you, but there's a false spirit there. It's a Kundalini spirit, and
Stefan Urkel looking
that's why I
ass
pop.
nigga.
I feel for you. I've been there. I've been in the new age before.
He said, I feel you. I've been there. I've been in the new age before. See, she should have gave it to him, but she didn't want to. And the girl is spiritual. Because D-Ray said, oh, I know that girl. She's spiritual. So, you know, that's kind of interesting.
Yoga is you're bowing down to false gods. Don't know if you know that, but I'm saying this because I care about you. But
how do you care about her? You don't even know her. See what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. See, that's that bullshit that these Christians do. I'm saying this because I just need you to be indoctrinated like me. I need you to be mind controlled like me. Nigga, we ain't judging you for what you got going on. Do you? You feel me? That line
Hey.
I pushed all the way back. This nigga look like he got. All right, let me stop.
Go. Hey, you heard of North Sentinel Island?
North Sentinel Island.
Yeah, that island. It's the tribal island where pretty much it's the only uncolonized place
Right,
in the whole.
I remember it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you heard the story of. This is what I think about all people that heavy in their religious bag. Where it was this one Asian dude that he was just he was heavy on his Jesus kick. Got in his missionary bag. Was like, man, he found out about North Sentinel Island. He was like, man, I got to go over there and preach on the gospel. I got to save those people there. They've been locking themselves up and all that kind of stuff. So he goes over there. As soon as he couldn't get out the boat, they killed him before he got out the boat.
They killed him before he got off the boat. I remember that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Them boys.
But that's what I think it is. That's really, I say that to pinpoint that I feel like it's that people become so judgmental when they're in religion. It causes you to be very. I mean, you know, it's people that use it for their ascension, and yet a lot of people become so judgmental with that shit, bro. And
Exactly.
This is a perfect example of that shit.
Exactly. They hold on to it and they be in a space of control. Y'all said y'all can't see my screen on YouTube. Yeah, I know. I don't know what that is, y'all. Sorry. But can y'all hear it? Let me know if y'all can hear it on YouTube, family. Peace to the gods. Because all y'all got to do is hear the dude. I know y'all want to look at this Steve Urkel looking dude, but shit, y'all.
Yeah, that's why I popped. Okay.
A response for that?
Oh, thank you so much. I love Jesus as well.
You know, he says, you know, a lot of people honor him with their mouths, but they're far from him. And that's kind of like the situation. You know, a lot of people say that they fear God, they love Jesus, but then their life doesn't actually show it. And
my life does show it.
Okay.
Yeah, my life
well, you
does
said you
show
do
it.
yoga. Jesus definitely wasn't doing yoga, girl. Okay.
Did you meet Jesus?
All right. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Ta. She said, "Did you meet Jesus?" God damn.
I ain't gonna lie to you, my man sound mad feminine. Like
Yeah,
his mannerisms I ain't, you know what I mean?
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Boys be
Got
acting
it.
like they be hate. They be, you know what they be mad at? They like, damn, I got this other energy that I want to get off. But shit, Jesus don't accept that type of movement.
Yeah, you hear the fear that they put into it, like fear. They embedded fear in yoga, something that's actually going to be substantial or beneficial to your spiritual health and well being.
That nigga probably was gay than a bitch when he was in the new age thing. You feel me?
Yeah,
And then
who knows? I ain't got in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
he felt bad about it, right? He felt bad
It
about
be
it.
like that. Hey, it do be like that too, though. Yeah, people
But that
it's
was
like
his free self. That was his true self. Nigga, you came down here to get hit from the back.
God don't like that, man. You can't do that. Jesus is watching.
Exactly. He getting hit from the back thinking about Jesus and shit, tripping. He like, damn, I don't know why. But this shit feels so
They
good.
say, I'm not gay no more.
Yeah, I'm not gay no more, y'all.
You remember that
He
nigga? You
delivered.
remember that nigga?
Yeah,
He
I remember
delivered.
that. I'm delivered. Yeah, I'm free. Okay, I guess you do you. Hey, maybe they should. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. So then, that's what it be because they felt like they got tricked. Now he probably was gay. Then he probably was gay doing this thing free, being in this free kind of energy, right? And then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? He just went to another. He like, hey, nobody will give a fuck if you was gay, boy. Just say it, do it, do you. Now he trying to find a mate. He can't even relate with her. Now he just gonna fuck Jesus. That's it. He gonna let Jesus hit him from the back and shit. Tripping. Go ahead, Titus. Tell me so.
Hey, I was gonna say, so they need to start doing like a what is it, blindfold pop the balloon, like add a twist to it, because it kind of dried out if it makes sense, because it's like they can see everything, so it's kind of like your eyes, you need to not see your eyes ain't gonna fool you sometimes, you feel me? Versus somebody having an actual
Hey,
conversation.
you in Atlanta, Titus, you can start that. Don't sell it to them.
Hey, you
Yeah,
you
that
you
shit would
right,
have
you
been
right.
gold. You just put it together, blindfold, pop the balloon. See how far you been watching them boys with the needles though. They gonna try to pop by hearing their voice and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be accidentally touching some breasts and shit. You feel me? Trip.
But nah, hey, to go back to old boy and just essentially what we was talking about with the parents, man. When they get into that aspect of parents, like what I feel like my parents tapped in, what they're tapping into is they don't want their child to make the same mistakes that they made and all that kind of
Right,
stuff, or
right,
go through
right.
the same pains. That's what, because it really do be love. Once you understand it, it's just
Mhm.
it's misconstrued. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's unconditional love. It's that aspect of like, damn, man, I know because they feel like they know, but then look at Speed. You feel me? Going against his mama and shit. He said his mama was like, man, nobody gives a fuck about that online shit. I don't no, whatever. Turn it down. Stop yelling. You in here. So he had to go live with his daddy to get his thing off. Sure enough, became the biggest rock star ever. The biggest thing in the shit in the world right now at 20. Can't even drink right now. Him,
yeah.
him and his brother ended that marathon yesterday. They was crying and shit. You feel me?
Oh,
That
that was Kai.
Yeah, that was
Kai,
Kai. Yeah, that was
no
Kai. They was
Kai,
crying.
and I think Speed ended his too yesterday. I think.
Oh yeah,
Or-
yeah, you probably right. They probably
yeah,
because they both were streaming at the same time.
yeah. So that's some fly ass shit. That, start off this October, and they up a million subscribers. Whatever Kai got, what is that? A million subscribers at $6 a piece. You feel me? I guess that's how it works. I don't know how the Twitch thing works, but shit, y'all do the math. 6 mil, quick, huh?
Well, because some people got, gifted during the whole subathon or the Mafia-thon, you feel me? So like some people didn't even have to pay for their subscription.
Nigga, I seen a video. Let me show y'all this video, this last video, man. I seen a video. This is what I be talking about. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, y'all gotta see this shit.
I can easily crank 50.
Damn, hopefully y'all can hear it on YouTube. If y'all can't see it, it just is what it is. Look at this. Now y'all can see it, huh? On the look at this. Talil had to let it be known he hasn't made $1 million yet. Look, and then watch this.
I can easily crank 50, right? The only one in this room without $1 million. Without $1 million? Oh, bullshit. I'm like an energy. He don't got $1 million. I can look at he don't got $1 million. No, I don't have $1 million.
Wait, hold on. Why that nigga Reggie do that nigga like that though? Why does young guy do that nigga like that? The old school guy. This might be the engineer or something. He pointed right at
nigga Reggie grabbed
room without $1 million. Without $1 million? Oh, bullshit. I'm like an energy. He don't got $1 million. I can look at he don't got $1 million. I don't have $1 million. Appreciate you though. Appreciate you. Now I can pocket about a few niggas with a few millions. I can easily crank 50.
These is young kids. You talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids in the room.
Talking about millions.
Millions. They talking about millions.
Like it's toilet paper, nigga.
All black.
Like it's a game. And then look, Luke walks in at the end.
The only one in this room without $1 million. Without $1 million? Oh, bullshit. I'm like an energy.
He got his arms crossed. He like, damn, I'm trying to get on the stream too. What can I do to get in with y'all? He just the engineer or something. He like, damn.
He don't got $1 million. I can look at he don't got $1 million. No,
I don't have $1 million. Appreciate you though. Appreciate you. Now I can pocket about a few niggas with a few.
And then I think that's Duke that walked in with another
millions.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. So we talking about 8 millionaires in the room.
Hey, for real, the guy with the glasses probably got a rollie because Kai, he bought like 6 chains yesterday to all the Clover boys. He bought one of the guys a rollie because he couldn't get him a necklace. So he bought like 7 rollies. I think LeBron gave him an AP yesterday after you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
The guy in the glasses?
Yeah, because Kai, so Kai's understanding Kai, right? Kai's a really giving kid, right? So Kai been giving out, you know what I'm saying? So Kai, when he gives out, it's just like Mr. Beast. What he gives out, it comes back to him tenfold. So
well, who's the guy in the glasses though?
I don't know. You say he an engineer, his cameraman got a rollie. He said CB,
okay, yeah. I mean, he's gonna give him something, but
that's what I'm saying. He don't need $1 million. You know what I'm saying? All he needs is 500,000.
Hell no, he didn't get it. Hell no, he ain't gave him 500. I mean, shit. That nigga pointed at that nigga and said, that nigga don't got
a hey, look. The trainer was sight when he met LeBron.
This old ass goofy ass nigga right here don't got $1 million for
it. Oh shit.
Nah, but they got autographs.
Can you imagine these niggas though, man? Like 10 years from now, bro. 10, 15 years from now. It's gonna be
man. One of the kids in the room is 16.
What's his name?
The Rakai.
Rakai.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These kids running the world now. Hey, there's something going on.
I really think it's gonna be Speed though, bro. Kai gonna be up there, but Speed, this nigga really an athlete, bro. He was up there with Tom Brady doing the 40. He did a 40-inch vertical, bro. Impressive.
Speed, one of them niggas gonna be a billion up.
That's why I think it's gonna be him because he more in.
Yeah, he did the whole world type thing. But that young boy, he definitely if he keep on going on the trajectory that he's going, and I don't know how much he making the show, but you can see young boy, like his audience is crazy, like gorilla mobbing it too the whole time. No goddamn radio player, nothing. Absolutely amazing. That's kind of like some kind of if he stay alive, and we not wishing him to transition and no shit like that, but
So he the new age Boosie,
oh
basically.
nah, that nigga like
No, I'm
Tupac.
talking about how
It's
Boosie
more
didn't.
Tupac, bro.
No, I'm talking about how Boosie didn't have radio. He was underground, but he was big.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Boosie sold out everywhere he went. So thanks to the internet, Young Boy is even more bigger.
Yeah,
Because
that's crazy.
I'm questionable on the complete impact that he can have, because you look at how Young Thug, Future, all of them, it's seemingly them as the ones that's really running rap, where when you actually look at it, it's Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick that's making M's year in and year out off of their tours and their shows, and they don't really get into that grimy street behavior. And Chance, he's a cheat code, but you know what I'm saying? He Kanye, those people get more of those bigger universal looks than Young Boy potentially can get.
Right. But yeah, you're right. But Young Boy, he's gonna be something that money can't really buy, especially once he really figure out how valuable he is. Like that's why they use Kai and Speed and shit. And y'all know it's not rap or streaming that you can get the bag. Shit, y'all, them Earn Your Leisure niggas be having 25,000 people at they show, at they conference every year, whatever. You feel me? Um, so stocks and all of that stuff is important. Wall Street Trapper, you know what I'm saying? I think social media is a lane where people gotta be out here and showing their face and getting out here and really speaking their truth, whatever that might be, or teaching somebody something. You know what I'm saying? Because all them kids on the stream, I think they all do the streaming thing, right? So if they all doing the streaming thing, sitting there streaming, uh, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of look at the model and just understand it. You feel me, to the core. Um, you know, and there's different ways, stocks and all of that other stuff. Uh, success loves speed. So we got to understand that speed is a thing. And that's funny. His name, the dude kid's name is Speed. Success loves speed. So everything is like, all right, how fast you can get to something. You feel me? Like if you can figure it out fast, then you become successful. You feel me? There's gonna be something after Twitch and then something after that, blah, 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 right? Remember, if you picked up Bitcoin early, you would have hit the lick. Da 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 da. So, we want to understand these things to the core and really gravitate towards just really being aware, right? And then just being really focused and entranced on your agenda. Because them 30 days that's not no small feat. Even the young boy concerts, you know what I'm saying? You still got to get up and go to them hoes every night, traveling and all of that stuff. It might sound fun, but it might be something that our body has to get acclimated to.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle was saying, go ahead, bro.
I would say a lot of artists will tell you that it's a job, bro. Anything, especially, you look at what LeBron was saying about having a purpose. At this point, man, you find your purpose, but that's what you pour. That's where the extra energy and all that's gonna come from when you pour it into your purpose versus you doing something that you don't like. That's why it feels so drudgerous. Or you know what I'm saying? The beautiful thing about Speed and Kite and Young Boy, and those examples of potential new world leaders, that they all are doing different things, doing it in their own way. And what came to me today was that there's always a chance to level up, no matter what level that you are at. There's a chance for you to level up, and there's a lesson in that level that you are at. Like there's something to learn and there's something to advance. And because you can be stuck in the rut and doing the same old shit, but that same thing, while you stuck in that rut, it's something that's constantly coming around like, hey, look, it's time for you to turn up. You can turn up through this. You can turn up. It's an opportunity for you to turn up. And the same thing for the more people that are successful, the people that are really in motion, they're constantly looking, they're paying attention, like they're so in tune, they're so self-aware, and they're so alive in conversations and interactions because they understand that, hey, it's the opportunity somewhere out here. You playing hide and seek, you playing a scavenger, you're on a scavenger hunt for your higher self every day, every day.
Yeah, no, that's well said, Cass. That's beautiful because again, you don't never know when the miracle is gonna happen. So when you stay in tune, when you stay aware, when you stay open to the possibilities and don't stay so constricted, then you can fall into alignment of the miracle happening, and then you'd be like, oh wow, I didn't see it coming like that. You feel me? See, I was against TikTok at first. If I kept on staying in that same energy and same vibration, like, man, fuck that TikTok. What is this? This whole quick ass thing. Blah, blah, blah. I made a whole video on it. If I would have stayed, if I didn't listen to Spirit and just fell into it, okay. Fuck myself. Shit, man, fucking myself. You feel me? So that's the thing about that Christian dude too. Same thing. Hey, you're gonna fall into what works for you and make the place happen for you. Yes, sir, family. Yes, sir. Love and appreciate y'all, man. Love and appreciate y'all. I got this consultation now. Shout out to y'all on YouTube, family. Shout out to y'all.
Hey, Dream, real quick, what's the details on the conference this weekend? Like, is it what's the ticket or the website info?
newlifetools.com. newlifetools.com. Put in NULYFE tools.com, or just put in New Life Tools and it'll pop up in Google. And then Yosef got it right at the top. Yeah, we're going to be there. We're going to be in the building. So y'all pull up to Yosef's event this Saturday. It's going to be fire, Shrine of the Black Madonna. It goes down.
I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, all right, look, we're going to be in this thing. We're going to have a good time too. Great time.
I'm checking out later.